Hello. This encounter is called Loving Listening plus a request. And what I'm going to suggest you do this time is both of you watch this video a couple of times so you really get a sense of how it flows. And then you create it together, you do it together. I think it wouldn't work so well for you to do it and watch the video at the same time. So I'm going to tell you all about it. So loving listening with a request is about what is sometimes a very tricky thing, is letting your partner know that there's something you'd especially like from them, or that you'd really love it if they did or do for you. But it's not easy to ask sometimes. So this gives you a framework that enables it to flow more easily. So settle yourselves down in your comfy space opposite each other. And of course, take a few moments to breathe and connect with your eyes and really feel that sense of, oh, here we are together. And we're going to go on a little journey around something that maybe in the past has been a bit tricky, but we're going to do it in a way that's enabling and positive. So one of you, and decide which one of you is going to begin, is going to tell the other one about something that's really important to you in relation to your partner. Maybe it's, I wanted to tell you this for a while, and I want to ask you, when you come in the evening, would you take some time to make eye contact with me and give me a kiss? And could we have a half a minute of connection before you go and take your coat off and go off to other things? That's just an example. It could be anything. The very important thing is when you're talking about this, you're going to talk about yourself. You are not going to say, you never do this. When you come in from work, you never give me a kiss. You always this or you always that. That's the kind of language that doesn't invite a kind of reaching out and desire to change things. It creates defense, and that's definitely what we don't want here. So it's all about you connecting with something that you'd really like to ask for, and use phrases like, so what I'd really like to ask for is something, it's this. What I'd love is if you could da-da-da. And I know that would have me feel really, In other words, it's all about what you'd like and what you feel. So I'd love it if you could do that. And make sure that you are ending with a specific request. You're saying what you'd really like. So my request is, could you please? And make it very, very clear. And then you take a breath. And you don't go on and on. Don't say it lots and lots of times. Just once, very clearly. Make sure your feelings are there and your partner gets a sense of what this means to you. And when you've finished, take some space, take some time to breathe, both of you. And your partner can maybe say something like, thank you for sharing that with me. They may even want to make sure they've got it really clear. They may want to say, so what I'm hearing your request is, or I want to see if I've got it right. So they just take a moment to do that. And then they tune in to their own heart. Very important. The listener. Take a moment. What does my heart feel about this request? It may be that, wow, you've never heard it so clearly at all ever. And yes, you'd love to do that for your partner. Or, actually, you're not quite sure. So it's a really good idea to be honest. And if you're not quite sure, you can say that to your partner. Well, in my heart, I'm not quite sure about this. Maybe we could talk about it a little bit more another time. Because if it needs space to be talked about, that's fine. Hopefully in the same loving and positive framework. If you feel, as generally people do when they're asked something in this way, generally they feel their heart rises to it. So if that's how it is for you, please let your partner know, yes, I feel I'd like to do this for you. And you might want to say, so what I'm going to be doing is, so they know that you've really heard them and it's going to happen. And then you both breathe and take a pause. You may need quite a bit of time between that one and the next changeover one. So take your time with this and be really gentle with each other, because this, as I said at the beginning, in the past may have been tricky stuff. So I hope this structure helps you. Loving listening and a request. Take care. If you'd like to find out more about me and my transformational relationship counselling, then please go to my website, priyatourkow.com. That's where you'll find me.